here in the top right-hand corner of the screen, dropping the good luck, have fun with the heart. TLO dropping the have fun, good luck with the exclamation point. These guys are playing for 150 bucks, 150 bucks to the winner. The loser does get $50 just for allowing us to bring this awesome event to the StarCraft community. So everybody is a winner, kind of. And let's go ahead and look on the units tab. We see nothing out of the ordinary here for Catz, just building up his drones. And down here on the bottom half of the map is Liquid TLO spawning as the purple Terran player. Starting his wall in here, much like we saw in the last game. And like I said, nothing completely out of the ordinary here. Just SCVs mining, SCVs being built, drones mining, drones being built. Both these players known for their innovative, crazy builds, and neither of them really showing any of that just yet. Here comes a drone for Catz. I'm wondering if this is going to be a scout or an expansion. Given the timing, definitely going to be a scout. Sending him out on about 14. Gas before barracks. What are you doing, TLO? This is definitely indicative of some kind of wonky tech. That's a very fast gas. Makes me feel like he's probably going to want to throw a factory down as soon as the barracks finishes. And whether or not he follows that up with additional tech is anybody's guess. The real tell is going to be when he takes this second geyser, or if he takes this second geyser. If we see that, then I'm definitely going to call Banshee. If not, then it could just be more of what we saw in the last game, Hellion Harass into whatever. So TLO showing us something something cool. Up here on the Zerg side of the map, we do see the hatchery going down well before the spawning pool. Looks like a 15 hatch and a 17 pool. Very late pool there for Catz. He saw the tech from TLO and he says, alright, well I'm going to go ahead and delay that pool just a little bit longer. There's the factory down for TLO. Still no second gas. Of course, with this drone in his base, he might not want to take that second gas right away. So no marine being built. SCV chasing the drone around. And look at this. He's pulled guys off of gas. So what we have here is TLO is just, he took the gas first to have the fastest 100 gas possible, started this factory right away. And I'm going to go ahead and say once more, this is going to be a Hellion Harass into expand. So TLO just being as efficient and as effective as he possibly can be. On the Zerg side of the map, Catz is mining his first gas. Just droning up right now, as is typical in this phase of the game. Probably going to see 2 queens. Probably going to see 2 queens. Show me 2 queens, Catz! And it's not going to be 2 queens. It's not at all going to be 2 queens. Come on, Catz. Where's that second queen? Alright, well I am just a liar, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. There's the second queen finally going down. Also a Roach Warren. That's what I missed. Catz opting to throw the Roach Warren down instead of that second fast queen, and this is going to be to deal with his Hellion pressure. I do think that this is a good choice. And TLO back on gas now, as he's started his command center. So first Hellion is on the way across the map. The Roach Warren for Catz is about to finish. And I don't think this one Hellion is going to really be able to do too much damage. Maybe get a drone or 2. I'd be very surprised if he got any more than these first couple of drones. Queen coming out, 1 drone is down. Second drone is still alive. Takes 1 more shot as he has regened a little bit of that HP. Now he goes down. So 2 drone kills for this Hellion. That's making it worthwhile. Any more than this would be a big deal, though. Catz, you cannot take any more drone damage than you already have, Catz! And he is getting shooed away. A second Hellion in the base now. Oh my goodness. TLO being so effective with this Hellion harassment. And look at the roast that's happening. More drones dying. 3 drones down. 5 drones down. 6 drones down. Oh my god, 8 drones have died now at the hands of these TLO hero Hellions. Oh my god, the damage. Absolutely critical to be taking that kind of damage this early in the game. Look at this. 12 drones for Catz to 22 SCVs. Catz has closed that gap a little bit with this next round. That is tremendous amounts of damage being dealt here. These first roaches are going to poke across the map. He says, alright, well if you only have Hellions, I'm going to come pressure. But as we can see, TLO has been very intelligent with his wall in. Getting the tech lab on the barracks so we can get a couple marauders out. That's going to shoo these roaches away. And TLO isn't going to take any damage at all from this. 2 more roaches are 5 roaches now in total. Joining the fray here. This marauder just trying to be trying to act as a deterrent of sorts. Very cute positioning here by Catz, trying to chase that guy away, but I don't think he's going to bust in here. These roaches are just taking loads of damage. Second marauder is about to pop out. Bunker has gone down. This supply depot is going to fall, but the roaches have taken so much damage that I just don't think it matters. TLO would gladly trade a depot and an SCV for 5 roaches. Very effective harass here from Catz, but eventually he's going to have to turn it around. This Hellion getting so bold that he's going to come out and chase. Marauder going to pick up a couple kills, and now TLO's like, alright, son, the shoe's on the other foot, my friend, as this roach is just hauling ass back home. Up on the Zerg side of the map, we see that Catz has droned up pretty well. He's evened things at least, and now starting to take his first lead. But of course, with the mule presence, that's going to be very. Well, I mean, I don't know, man. With the mule presence, I still feel like Catz is pretty far behind. More roaches dying here to this pressure. TLO not turning around. He doesn't want to just secure that expansion. He wants to put the pressure back on his opponent. 2 Hellions, a Marauder, and a Siege Tank doesn't seem that ominous. But when all you have are roaches, that's a deadly combination. Ling speed is only about 25% complete for Catz, so he's going to have a hard time dealing with this if it comes any further. And TLO keeping the pressure on. More Hellions being rallied down the map, more Marauders being rallied down the map, more Siege Tanks being rallied down the map. On the production tab, we see roaches and Lings coming for Catz. And TLO just building a little bit of everything. Armory going down now as well. Looks like he's really favoring this mech play. Lings leaning on the tank there. This Marauder doing so much damage. Roaches are they're not gonna, are they? No, that Siege Tank is gonna get away, I think. Yep. Oh my gosh, TLO being so careful with every one of his units, getting as much mileage as he can out of all of them. That Marauder and that Hellion cleaning up, doing work. 5 kills on those 2 Siege Tanks. And on the units tab, we see 35 drones to the 29 SCVs of TLO. Catz once again finds himself in a pretty tough spot. Nobody likes to be this close on the harvester count with a Terran player because mules just turn that whole matchup upside down. Catz is still going to be aggressive here, and I don't know that I agree, but I also don't know that I can disagree. Because when you're this far behind, you have to do something to get back in the game. Is it continued aggression? I don't know. I feel like TLO is probably stabilized. On the production tab, we see that he is almost halfway through siege mode. So I guess if Catz is going to hit, he has to do it now. Here come the Speedlings. Speed just finishing up. I don't know if he has enough, though. Unsieged tanks do ridiculous amounts of DPS. I'm not even going to lie. Marauder's going down. Hellion's going down. 1 siege tank's going to fall. Very good micro here from TLO, keeping as many of his units alive as he can. And he is going to turn this roach force around. And Catz once again limping home. Lings in production, and more Lings being carelessly lost here to the Hellions of TLO. TLO looking very strong. Weapons upgrade on the way for the little one, and he's just macroing up and building a bigger and bigger lead. 38 SCVs out to 33 drones, and there are mules coming down at a rapid pace. Catz with the macro hatch now. Looks like he's going to go for Spire once again, so opening Roach Ling and then transitioning into Spire. And TLO out on the map once more. Is he going to pressure? I bet he does. This seems to just be TLO's style, just relentless aggression. Get ahead and then stay ahead by constant attacking. And Catz, once more, not in any sort of position to deal with this. 19 Zerglings and 2 Roaches. On the production tab, we see more Lings on the way. Spire trying to finish up here. Hellion's chasing these Lings down. These guys do not have the Blue Flame upgrade. But that's okay. That many Hellions still do quite well against Zerglings. TLO finally turning it around. Content to just force his opponent to make units. Spines also having been forced. So it looks like things are finally going to stabilize. Action going to die down a little bit. We might see a little bit of mid-game build-up as these players both kind of macro up into position. Lings running around the map. On the production tab, only mutas. No drones being built for Catz. Catz definitely kind of keeping himself sort of all in. Not saturated in his main. Barely saturated, not even saturated in his natural. Lings just kind of poking around the map. Here comes some drones finally. 11 mutas on the way out. I do not know if these mutas are going to be able to do any damage, though. There's a Thor out already for TLO. 1 more on the way, and turrets going down as well. So turrets plus Thors equals muta harassment, not going to do any damage. +1 air attack on the way for Catz, and it looks like he is going to try to get that economy going now finally as he's tearing down these rocks and starting to drone up. Muta's going to poke into the base here of TLO, and they're going to see that Thor, and they're going to say, ooh, the hell with that. Oh, no, they're going to magic box this Thor. They're not going to go anywhere. I don't know if I like this decision. The Thor is not even going to die, and the mutas are just going to take tremendous amounts of damage. Catz going from 11 mutas all the way down to 4. 5 now, and this guy misrallied. Catz, I gotta say it, man, your play's looking a little bit sloppy here. Carelessly throwing away units and not making the best decisions. TLO, on the other hand, definitely on point, playing very sharp, not taking any damage from this harassment, doing great harassment of his own, and expanding and macroing aggressively. Look at the resources here. TLO, 300 minerals, 400 gas. Catz, a little bit on the high side, but this is a little bit more typical of a Zerg player going muta. He's got a very close mineral to gas count. On the production tab, we see roaches coming out. I really don't like roaches against siege tanks, and as we can see, TLO's built quite a few of those. Roaches do okay against Thor, but it's really not. Even Roach versus Thor is not a good matchup for Zerg until roaches have about +2 attack. 4 Muta's going to try and magic box this one Thor, and 2 more Thors come down, and that's going to just usher these guys out. Catz trying to do whatever harassment damage he can, but TLO, man, shutting him down left and right. These games are looking kind of one-sided. Catz trying to hang in there, but he's definitely behind. 49 drones to 60 SCVs, 3 bases to 3 bases, and TLO's saturation way better. On the income tab here, we see TLO well ahead. Roaches still being produced. Lings looks like they're going to catch this Hellion in transit, and this Hellion is still not got blue flame. And he's going to take a couple stabs at those drones, but not going to pick off any more. Planetary Fortress being morphed here in the 3rd. That's going to make that base virtually unassailable. And just Thor, tank, Hellion. This is a very mech-centric play. TLO really liking this mech style, and it has been so effective for him here thus far. Mech definitely a powerful build, and oh my goodness, it looks like it's time to go. Thors are on the march. That's 6 Thors moving, 7 in total, 7 Hellions, 3 Marauders, and 4 Siege Tanks, as you guys can see there on the Units tab. Looks like TLO is going to be content to slow push here, pushing behind turrets. It's going to make Mutas even less effective than they already are against this many Thors. On the Production tab, we can see Neural Parasite on the way. I do like this decision. Neural Parasite is, in my opinion, the best way to deal with Thor. But it's not so good against Siege Tanks. Siege Tanks do still have range on Infestors. And as long as those tanks are in close proximity to the Thors, oh man. Catz allowing this hatchery to finish, and it's just going to die instantly. And man, that was not too good. 7 Infestors on the way. This is all going to come down to these Infestors, guys. If these Infestors can come into play, Catz will be able to turn this around. 7 Infestors to 7 Thors. I promise you guys, if he can get off 7 good Neurals, that will change the pace of this game. But if he does not, then TLO is going to just steamroll this natural. Infestors are about to pop. They're not going to have enough energy for Neural Parasite right away, though. Catz has to continue to stall somehow. Would love to see a counter of some sort, but he just doesn't have the units for it. Roaches, Burrow of Roaches coming in on these siege tanks. Oh, but TLO scans it. Johnny on the spot there. I don't know if he was just scanning creep or what, but catches those roaches in transit. Where are the Infestors? There are 6 of them are out. Man, Natural Hatchery dies so fast. The damage, the sheer damage output of Thor's, absolutely ludicrous. More burrowed roach play going to try to pick off these siege tanks. 1 tank is going to fall, but these roaches just dying so quickly under fire from these Thors. And oh my god, Marauders picked off the 3rd base, and I didn't even see it. TLO attacking on multiple fronts and being so decisive and so just deathly powerful. Absolute dominance out of the little one. Here come the Infestors dropping infested Terrans. I do not approve of this decision. That's not going to get the job done. Thors are going to be able to clean that up, especially without any sort of supplement to that damage. There's the GG Catz going down 0-2 to the very decisive, very powerful, very excellent play of the little one.